Look, I get it. Every time you walk into a grocery store lately, it feels like your wallet is getting actively thinner the second you grab a cart. Inflation is still hitting hard, and the idea of paying $60 a year just for the privilege of spending money at a store sounds counterintuitive, maybe even a little crazy. You're wondering if that Gold Star membership is actually worth it, or if it's just another subscription draining your bank account. Well, today we are shutting down that doubt. I've run the numbers, I've compared the price tags, and I am absolutely convinced that if you shop smart, Costco isn't an expense. It's an investment that pays immediate dividends. I'm not talking about buying a 12-year supply of mustard or a kayak you'll never use. I'm talking about everyday essentials that are priced so aggressively low compared to regular supermarkets that just buying a few of them will completely erase that $60 annual fee. By the end of this video, you're going to see exactly how easily that membership pays for itself, sometimes in just a handful of trips. Before we dive into the first item, if you appreciate practical ways to keep more of your hard-earned money, go ahead and hit that like button for me. It really helps get this video out to more people looking to save. First on the list, and frankly the undisputed king of Costco value, is the legendary rotisserie chicken. You probably knew this was coming, but we have to start here because the math is just undeniable. For years, through massive economic shifts and soaring poultry prices, Costco has kept that chicken pegged at $4.99. It is the ultimate loss leader. They are likely losing money or barely breaking even on every single one they sell just to get you in the door and walking past the 70-inch TVs. Think about the alternative at your standard grocery store. A raw whole chicken to cook yourself is often more than $5 now. A pre-cooked rotisserie bird at a place like Kroger or Safeway is easily $7, $8, sometimes even $9. And honestly, they are usually about 2/3 the size of the 3-pound behemoths Costco puts out. You grab one of these for $5, a bag of salad mix, and maybe some rolls, and you have a full family dinner for under $15 with zero effort. If you buy just one of these chickens every 2 weeks instead of grabbing takeout or buying a pricier bird elsewhere, you're conservatively saving at least $3 a pop. Over 26 weeks a year, that's $78 in savings. Boom. Your membership is paid for, and you still have $18 left over for a hot dog on the way out. Of course, you need a way to get to the warehouse to get that chicken, which brings us to the second massive money saver, gasoline. Now, I know waiting in the Costco gas line can sometimes feel like a competitive sport, but there is a very good reason people are willing to idle there. The savings at the pump are consistently enormous. While prices fluctuate wildly based on where you live and what's happening in the world, Costco gas is almost always significantly cheaper than the stations down the street, often ranging anywhere from 20 to even 50 cents less per gallon. Furthermore, this isn't cheap bottom-of-the-barrel fuel. It's top-tier certified gas, meaning it has higher detergent additives to keep your engine cleaner, which is exactly what manufacturers recommend. Let's do some conservative math here. Say your car has a 15-gallon tank and you fill up twice a month. If you're saving an average of just 25 cents a gallon, that's a savings of nearly $4 every time you fill up. Over the course of a year, that's about $90 back in your pocket just for getting gas at the warehouse. Again, that one habit alone more than covers the cost of the basic membership. Moving from your car to your medicine cabinet, we hit the third area where the price disparities are honestly kind of shocking: over-the-counter allergy medication. If you or anyone in your house suffers from seasonal allergies, you know the pain of buying tiny boxes of Zyrtec, Claritin, or Allegra at a standard pharmacy like CVS or Walgreens. It feels like highway robbery. At Costco, you need to look past the brand names and grab the Kirkland signature versions. For example, Allertec is the generic for Zyrtec, having the exact same active ingredient, cetirizine hydrochloride. At a drugstore, you might pay $20 for a 30-day supply of the name brand. At Costco, you can typically get a bottle of 365 Kirkland Allertec tablets, an entire year's supply, for around $15 total. That is not a typo. You are getting 12 times the amount of medicine for less than the price of 1 month's supply elsewhere. The savings here aren't just 20 or 30%, they are hundreds of percent. If you buy allergy meds regularly, this single purchase is arguably the biggest no-brainer in the entire store and easily wipes out that membership fee in one transaction. Before we keep moving down the list, if you're finding these comparisons helpful and you want to make sure you don't miss the rest of these membership-paying items, take a second right now to subscribe and ring that notification bell. You don't want to miss out on the savings coming up in the next sections. Now let's talk about something most of us start our day with, and where small daily costs add up to a massive annual expense: Fourth on our list is coffee. Whether you are a whole bean connoisseur or a K-cup convenience lover, the markup on coffee at regular grocery stores is intense. If you buy name brand K-cups at a supermarket, you are often paying upwards of 50 to 60 cents per pod. At Costco, you can buy massive boxes of major brands like Starbucks or Dunkin', or the high-quality Kirkland Signature Pacific Bold, which many people rumor is roasted by Starbucks anyway, and get that price down to around 30 to 35 cents a pod. If your household drinks just 2 cups of coffee a day, saving 20 cents a cup adds up to roughly $146 a year in savings. If you prefer whole beans, it's even better. You can get 2.5 or 3-pound bags of high-quality beans for the price of a tiny 12-ounce bag at a boutique grocery store. It's a daily ritual that, when bought in bulk, quietly puts a ton of cash back into your budget. While that coffee is brewing, let's talk about another liquid gold that can save you a fortune. Fifth on our list is olive oil. If you've been watching the news lately, you know that global olive oil prices have been on a wild ride due to bad harvests and economic shifts. In a standard grocery store, a decent bottle of extra virgin olive oil, maybe 16 or 25 ounces, can easily set you back $15 to $20. It feels like you're buying a fine wine just to saute some onions. Costco, however, is a complete game changer here. Even with the recent price fluctuations we've seen going into 2026, their Kirkland Signature Organic Extra Virgin Olive Oil is consistently one of the best values in the entire warehouse. They sell 2 lighter bottles for roughly the same price you'd pay for a single small bottle at a high-end supermarket. We are talking about literal liters of high quality, often single origin oil from places like Tuscany or Greece. I've seen prices for their massive 3-liter jugs drop as low as $20 recently, which is an absolute steal when you consider that same amount of oil would cost you nearly double, if not triple, at a typical retail store. If you cook at home, even a few nights a week, switching your oil source to Costco can save you $50 to $60 a year easily. Right there in just one category of pantry staples. Your membership fee has basically vanished. Speaking of things that can eat up a budget, let's talk about a category that is a massive pain point for new parents. Sixth on the list is baby formula. If you have a little one at home, you know that formula is essentially a second mortgage. It is expensive, it's essential, and the price just keeps climbing. A standard tub of name brand formula like Similac or Enfamil at a place like Target or a local pharmacy can run you $40 to $50, and that tub might only last you a week or two depending on how much your baby is eating. This is where the Kirkland Signature ProCare formula becomes a lifesaver. Most people don't realize that the FDA has incredibly strict regulations on infant formula, meaning the nutritional requirements are standardized. Kirkland's version is essentially a generic for the top-tier name brands, but it comes in a massive 3-pack or giant single tubs that are often half the price per ounce. We're talking about saving $15 to $20 per container. If your baby goes through 2 tubs a month, which is pretty common, you are saving nearly $500 a year. That doesn't just pay for your membership, it pays for your membership, your gas, and probably your holiday gifts too. It's one of those items that makes the $60 entry fee look like pocket change. Now, I want to take a quick second here to remind you that we're only halfway through. If you're already seeing items that make you want to go grab a cart, do me a huge favor and share this video with a friend who is on the fence about joining. It's the best way to help them save some serious cash this year. Moving on to the 7th item, which is a bit of a hidden gem because it's not in the grocery aisles, the optical department. Most people think of Costco for bulk toilet paper, but their eye care is where the massive triple-digit savings live. If you wear glasses or contacts, you know the drill at a private optometrist. The exam is one price, the frames are another, and by the time they add on the anti-glare, the scratch resistance, and the thinning of the lenses, you're looking at a bill for $400 or $500. At Costco, you can get a comprehensive eye exam from an independent doctor, usually located right next to the optical center, for around $80 to $100. But the real magic is in the frames and lenses. Their Kirkland Signature frames often start around $50, and they carry designer brands like Ray-Ban, Oakley, and BB for significantly less than boutique shops. Plus, their lens prices usually include things like UV protection and anti-reflective coating that other places charge $40 a pop for as add-ons. If you buy one pair of glasses a year, you're likely saving at least $100 to $150 compared to a traditional optical shop. If you have multiple family members who need prescriptions, the savings are honestly astronomical. It's a professional service hidden inside a warehouse, and it's one of the single best reasons to keep that card in your wallet. We've covered the everyday kitchen staples and the medical essentials, but for the final stretch of our list, we're looking at the heavy hitters, the items and services that don't just pay for your membership, they practically give you a profit on it. The eighth item on our list is something almost everyone needs, but hates buying: tires. Replacing a set of 4 tires on a modern SUV or sedan is a massive financial hit, often ranging from $800 to well over $1,000 at a dealership or a dedicated tire shop. Costco's Tire Center is legendary for a reason. First off, they only carry premium brands like Michelin and Bridgestone. But the real value isn't just in the competitive sticker price, it's in the installation package. When you buy tires at Costco, that installation fee usually includes lifetime rotation, lifetime balancing, lifetime flat repairs, and nitrogen inflation, which helps maintain tire pressure better than regular air. Often, they run promotions where you get $100 to $150 off a set of 4. If you factor in the free rotations and the lower base price, you're looking at saving anywhere from $150 to $200 on a single set of tires. Since tires usually last 3 to 5 years, that one purchase covers your membership for the entire lifespan of those wheels. It's a set it and forget it way to ensure your membership fee is handled. Moving to the 9th spot, let's talk about the Costco pharmacy, specifically for your pets. Yes, you heard that right. If you have a dog or cat on long-term medication, whether it's heartworm prevention, flea and tick meds, or something more serious like insulin or blood pressure pills, buying them through your vet's office is likely costing you a fortune. Vets have high overhead, and their pharmacy markups reflect that. Costco's pharmacy can fill many human-grade prescriptions for pets, and they often carry the major brand name pet meds at a fraction of the cost. A 6-month supply of a popular flea and tick preventative might be $120 at the vet, but often hovers around $80 or $90 at Costco. If you have a pet on a monthly maintenance drug, you could easily save $10 to $20 every single month. Over a year, that's $120 to $240 in savings. For many pet owners, this is the single most consistent way they justify their membership year after year. Finally, we've reached the 10th item, and this one is the ultimate membership killer because it can save you more in one go than everything else on this list combined: Costco travel. This is the best-kept secret for people who think Costco is just about bulk snacks. Their travel portal offers curated packages for Hawaii, Mexico, Europe, and even cruises that are bundled with massive perks. When you book a vacation through Costco, you aren't just getting a competitive rate on the room and airfare. They almost always include extras that add up fast. Think private airport transfers, resort credits for food and drinks, or even a Costco shop card worth hundreds of dollars waiting for you when you get home. For example, a week-long Disney World package or a Caribbean cruise through Costco might be priced the same as other sites, but it comes with a $300 shop card. That shop card alone pays for 5 years of a basic membership. If you're planning even one modest family vacation this year, checking the Costco travel site first is a non-negotiable. It's the easiest way to turn a $60 membership into thousands of dollars in value. At the end of the day, a Costco membership isn't about how much you spend. It's about how much you don't spend on the things you were going to buy anyway. From the $5 chicken to the $500 savings on a vacation, the math just makes sense. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone who's still paying full price for their allergy meds. I want to hear from you in the comments. What's the one item that makes the membership worth it for you? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.